Thank you for tuning into our seller interview series. Up today, we've got an Amazon FBA business for sale in the home and office supplies niche. Created in September 2015, this business makes $5,610 per month in net profit, and the listing number for the site is 44048. We do these interviews to give potential buyers more information about both the seller and the sites they're looking to purchase. We hope these insights are helpful for you in making a buying decision. We've got the seller with us today to go through the business and cover everything from niche selection to traffic and monetization. How are you doing today, Ashley?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing really, really well. It's been a good day. Where are you calling in from today?
I am in central Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Is that classified as the Midwest?
I don't think so. I think we're just kind of a plains state.
Well, I grew up in the Midwest and I now live in Florida, so I like that general area of the plains. So before we dive into the questions that I have for you, I want to go ahead and run through a quick summary of the business again. The business was built in September of 2015, has a monthly revenue of $11,693, expenses of $6,083 to make for a net profit of $5,610, which is generated on a 12-month average. Included in the sale of this business are the Amazon Seller Central account, domain, site content and files, product designs, Instagram account, and Facebook page. Inventory is not normally included in the list price, but further details can be provided to active depositors. Ashley, can you tell us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Sure. The first time I actually earned any money online was actually back in 2009. I got some sponsored posts on a personal blog and kind of got my first taste for making money online, but I didn't consider myself an online entrepreneur until 2014. I started doing some retail arbitrage for FBA, and that led me to creating my own product, which is what I'm doing today.
So how exactly did you come up with the idea for these products?
Well, I designed a product that I had a need for. I had a couple of friends who liked it, and I thought, well, if they like it, maybe other people will too. So that got me looking into kind of the private labeling world and manufacturing my own products, and figured Amazon was a great place to launch it since I already knew about FBA and how the system worked.
So since you already knew about the business and, presumably ran it well because now you're making a significant amount of money every month, why are you selling the business?
Well, I've got some personal debts and school loans and things that I'd like to pay off, and that would give me a little bit of cash to get started on my newest adventure.
So can you tell me a little bit about how building the business went? When you started the business all the way back in September of 2015, a couple years ago, what was the trajectory of the business and how long did it take to reach a steady profit level?
Well, I started making sales within days from the time I launched. I didn't have an official launch. I didn't know a whole lot about starting a private label business back then, but the sales continued to go up every time I would add a new product, and they stay fairly level as long as the business is running kind of on autopilot. When I put more effort into it, when I run PPC or try to do some other outside marketing, of course sales go up, but on autopilot, sales stay pretty level. It's an easy business to run.
So when you say autopilot, how many hours exactly are you putting into the business currently?
Well, currently I am labeling my products and sending them in. And so depending on the time of year, I could spend maybe 2 hours a week up to 6 or even 10 during the busy season. But with the sale of the business, I will provide some details on how to outsource the inventory management. And if the inventory is outsourced, I can't imagine anybody would be spending more than an hour a week on the business.
So with an hour a week, you talked a little bit about labeling and all of that stuff. So that's all you're doing to maintain the business. Now, if you wanted to put a little more time into growing the business, are there any big opportunities available that you see?
There are. There is a really large product type in this niche that I think would be an excellent addition to my product line. I've looked at it several times, but unfortunately I never had the capital to put into it to get it started. If somebody had an extra $10,000 to invest in this new product, I think that sales could easily double or triple just with the addition of this new product type.
How are you currently marketing the products?
Currently, I'm not. I will run a little bit of PPC every now and then on Amazon, but it usually doesn't pass even $100 a month. It pretty well runs on its own.
So do you feel like these are products where if someone were to come in with a marketing background, because there's already a Facebook account and an Instagram account, if someone were to come in with that marketing background for those platforms, do you feel like that would help skyrocket the business even more?
Absolutely. I actually did a test run of a Pinterest ad back in 2016, and I think I spent $50 on the ad, and I am still getting sales from that ad just because of the virality of Pinterest. It spreads and continues to get shared over time, even when the ad's not running anymore.
So, also in the realm of marketing, have you tried anything with generating an email list or something like that?
I have an email list. I've collected just a few email addresses from people who have purchased through the Shopify website, but I've never sent any marketing emails out. I think that there's probably a lot of potential there for somebody who knows how to do that well.
What are some of the other opportunities in addition to what we've already talked about that you see available?
Well, I can see adding a few variations to some of the products that we've already got in the line. I think that some of those would do well. Of course, adding the larger product type that I mentioned earlier and doing some marketing. I think that there's a lot of room for growth here. I just don't have the time or the capital to put into it.
When you mentioned earlier that you feel like adding more products is a good option, do you have any ideas of, could you point a new owner in the right direction for that kind of stuff?
Absolutely. I've got ideas. I've got designs already started. And I think that I could really hold somebody's hand and show them the right way to go with that pretty easily.
So you have associated with the business. So it's primarily an Amazon FBA business, but there's also a domain associated with it. Do you have your own website?
I have a Shopify storefront, yes.
Have you done much with the Shopify storefront, or is it just to kind of give a presence online?
It's more for the online presence. That is where the Pinterest ad directed last year, and that is where the Instagram link points to, but I don't really do a whole lot with it for now. It's set up and ready to go if I ever wanted to, but it's a small part of the business for sure.
Do you feel like this would be, if someone were to come along with blogging experience, with SEO experience, with more Shopify experience, that it's a good idea to drive some focus into that? Or do you feel like focusing more on the Amazon FBA side of things is the way to go?
When it comes to Amazon FBA, a little bit of work brings in a lot of results. But I think that over time, you can really build up a lot of traffic and a lot of income from the Shopify store if you know how to do that well. The good thing about the products that I create is that they are replenishable. People will come back and buy them again.
So you have a lot of recurring customers.
Yes.
So, okay. How exactly is your Amazon FBA model set to work?
I ship my inventory into Amazon's warehouses, and when the orders are placed on Amazon fulfills the orders for me. Through the Shopify website, I actually keep some inventory on hand and send those out myself, but they could easily be fulfilled through Amazon's program as well.
And you're doing the labeling yourself, you mentioned before, correct?
At this time, I am, yes.
Do you have anyone working for or with the business alongside you, or are you the only one working the business?
Well, I've got a group of friends and family who will chip in every now and then, but I primarily run it on my own.
Are you willing to sit down with the new owner to walk them through everything that they need to know in order to be able to maintain the business as is?
Absolutely, yes.
Are there any big risks associated with this business that you feel a buyer should be aware of?
The biggest risk that I can see is that most of the business right now, most of the income comes through Amazon. And anytime you've got a business on somebody else's platform, you run the risk of, if Amazon were to shut down, which I can't even see happening, or other things that can happen when you're operating on the Amazon platform. Really, though, I think the risks are very minimal.
Like you said, the products are used up and you have a lot of recurring customers. Is there anything pertaining to this niche in the product specifically that is a sort of risk outside of the normal just Amazon could change their formula type of thing?
Not that I can think of.
That's good. No, that's good. A business with we were talking earlier about how you haven't done much in the realm of marketing. Yet you've still managed to get to where you're making $5,600 every single month on average. That's pretty significant. So if someone were to come in, take this business, which already has a strong following in terms of recurring customers and be able to drive that marketing focus, they could grow the business even more.
I think so. Yes, I do.
Have you ever looked at getting the products on other platforms other than Amazon and I guess the Shopify site, like for instance, Walmart or eBay?
I haven't ever listed them on eBay or Walmart. No, I dabbled in some eBay a long, long time ago and never was a fan of selling on the site myself. But somebody who's good at it, sure. I think that they could see some success there.
What do you think is the main reason that you've been able to find success growing the business with taking into account the fact that you haven't done much marketing? What was your strong factor there?
Well, like I said, I created a product that I needed. And so I had been searching for this product, and I guess that automatically made me aware of the words that people used when they were looking for products like this. I think that maybe I've got some good SEO, or maybe it's just a product people really need. I'm not sure.
So there's some of that, bewilderment and luck factor, but that never hurts. At the end of the day, you're making a lot of money with this business.
I guess so, yeah.
So, okay. Are you willing to commit to a non-compete?
Yes, in the office supplies category, I am.
And how much support are you willing to offer a buyer through the transition period?
I've offered up to 30 days of email support and a Skype call, and I plan on putting together a nice little packet of information about how to operate the business as well.
And will that packet of information include details on all the different SKUs you have? How many SKUs do you have? How you handle the designing of the products and all of the new product ideas that you have? Will all of that be included?
Yes, it will. And I've got the product design files as well that I'll include in that. So if they wanted to look for other suppliers, it would be easy for them to. Right now, I'm having all of my products manufactured in the U.S., which is a huge perk for me. It makes it easy. It makes my turnaround time really quick. It makes my minimum order quantities much lower. But I can see why somebody might want to outsource that overseas and possibly bring that price down.
Are the suppliers that you have willing to continue working with the business when a new owner takes over?
Yes, they are.
So obviously the best case scenario is that someone comes along and offers a 100% cash offer of what you're looking for the business. But if that didn't happen, are you open to negotiations about other deal types, like for instance an earnout?
I would prefer to receive the money up front, obviously, but if the right buyer came along with the right deal, I would certainly be open to considering it.
I mean, we're selling the business to move on from it. Obviously, more upfront is preferable, but it's nice to hear, and I'm sure that other, potential buyers who are listening to this like hearing that you're open to negotiating.
Right.
So, Ashley, I have a final question for you, and it's a doozy. But before we get to that, I'm going to go ahead and run through that quick summary of the business again. The business was built in September of 2015, has a monthly revenue of $11,693, expenses of $6,083, and a net profit of $5,610, which is generated on a 12-month average. And I'm not actually sure if I said that wrong the first time, but it just didn't sound right in my head. Included in the sale of this business are the Amazon Seller Central account, domain, site content and files, product designs and artwork, Instagram, and Facebook accounts. Inventory is not normally included in the list price, but further details can be provided to active depositors. Ashley, can you go ahead and before I let you go here, give me your best elevator pitch, 30 seconds, on why someone should purchase this business?
Sure. I think this is a great business to purchase because it's easy. It's easy enough for somebody with no experience to run and run fairly well. I think that a little bit of experience, a little bit of know-how, and a little bit of capital can take this business a long way. It's really got a lot of potential. And I'm excited to see it grow. I'm excited to put it in capable hands of a great buyer who will take it places that I can't.
And, I just want to hammer home again all of the marketing and, other opportunities that we have talked about today because, Ashley has done an amazing job growing this business, but she isn't, if someone came along with that skill set, this business can grow even more. And as Ashley said, it could be very, very exciting to see the right person take it over.
Yes, I agree.
Ashley, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Sure. Thank you, Jake. It's been great.
If you are watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. And if you want more information, the link will be below the video that will take you to this marketplace listing. If you're watching this on the listing site and want more information, become a depositor today. When you make the deposit, one of our business advisors will be in contact with you, and you will be given everything you need to review this business. Have a great day.